Hey there, welcome back, Morris here, and today I want you to show updated talent tree core, alright? So main things are the same as previous video. Yeah, this is just a background video, don't worry, background picture. This is the previously showed core. I have tested few other things and I wanted to highlight them and especially show you one super underrated talent that I now think is the best talent ever in this whole tree. So this is the old tree. So one thing, we are getting rid of metal miner. That's not a thing anymore. You can see we had 11, 6 and 11 points. That's the core. Then the rest of the points you can distribute where you want. Yeah, and of course in the timestamps you can skip wherever you want in the video. I'll try to include all that. So in the new tree, I need additional 3 points just to achieve what we want. So now, latest build, for those who are in a rush, includes, we are removing everything from here. We are taking carry on, and we are taking seasoned logsman. So basically those two are new additions. And one more is this bone collector. As funny or not funny as it is, especially in hard missions where you have basically a lot of animals to fight you, just you want or not, 1 point to have additional bones is just free epoxy. So epoxy is highly needed, not hard to farm, but again, this is just 1 point which I found is absolutely great to boost up your speed in any level, in every level. So that's it. Link in the description is for the build. We have 17 points left, wherever you want in whatever weapon, free to choose. But here I want, so yeah, I explained the bone, that's for epoxy. Here, this one is seasoned logsman, for building, for crafting, for sticks, for the same stone building, for any building, for what it's called, for furnaces. If you want to boost up your metal or whatever smelting and all processes, you need to burn something. Wood. For the sticks, for biofuel, one of the best and easiest way to get biofuel is from wood. You make sticks, so wood is very well used. It's easy to get, but once you have this seasoned logsman, actually that's I was suggested from one of my viewers, and yes, I've tested out. It's not broken anymore. It was previously broken. It did not give you additional wood amount that you deserved, but now I see it's fixed. You have quite good amount of wood. Basically, if you had a good axe, it's just insanely faster to farm, and as you will farm the wood eventually all the time through the playthrough, yes, it's super awesome boost for whole gameplay. But now let's talk about real stuff, alright? And real stuff is this one. It reduces encumbrance penalty. And 3, 8, these are small percentages, but if you go fully with 4, you have 25%. And let me show you how it goes, why actually 4. I will reduce. The simple reason is you actually, especially if you want to get this seasoned logsman, you go always with dense packing, then lumber this recipe, then you want dense packing. So for dense packing, you need to improve 3 points to level up your resources talent tree. Now you can get all 3 of them. And now only 1 point is left before you can get your seasoned logsman. Wherever you put, and obviously now this is the highest beneficial where to put, it increases by additional 10%, and boom, that's how we got it. No, just stop it with this, just stop it, alright? So now, what is the deal here? And here I need to go a little bit more into math, alright? So I hope you are ready for this. Here is easiest way how to explain. These are screenshots. On top line we have in various situations normal speed and beneath we have when I'm encumbered. Basically, to test out, I wanted to test and see how it's going on, and this is the same reflected in numbers, and there is some absolutely insane things you need to know. To maybe somehow help with this, let me try to bring up this one thing. This is exactly the same, but just kind of visual. I don't know what works best for you. But first we look at the picture number 1. So we have base speed. It doesn't matter what is the numeric result, but this is the base, how fast you run. Easy as that. Then you can have additional 10 points from talent. That's also in the core, of course, no worries. Then 5 plus 5 additional percent, again 10% from one module, another module from exhaust suit when you have it. And then when you pick whatever weapon you want, besides spears don't have 10%, but basically from weapon another 10%. So in total you can add additional 30% to your base speed. Simple as that. Here I need to note these additional speeds are going with plus. They are not multiplying itself. If those who are in math, I cannot explain it in English because I don't know, I haven't learned math in English specific words, but the idea, they are not multiplying but just additionally coming on top of it. So they do not impact on a previously already received bonus. Simple as that. So that is kind of, it could be better, but that's where the actual bonus kicks in. Because once you look at picture number 2, normally you have minus 70% when you are encumbered, the speed. So that's fucking a lot. That's more than 2/3. That's important to remember. More than 2/3. So if it was minus 66%, that would be 2/3. It's even more. But the same kind of issue we had here with bonuses that are just adding additionally on the base. It's just taking the base speed and then adding on top of it. The same happens for debuffs. So when you have debuff, it actually affects not your total speed, but your base speed. If you're wondering, no, that cannot be, or I don't know, there are various people out there. This is why I have those screenshots. I will link also these there. So you can check and test for yourself if you're curious enough. So the thing is, now, when we know that, that gives us a clue. So if we lose 70% of base speed, but we still can add 30% here, that seems like we are not losing 70, we're losing less, right? Right. And on top of that, this is where your eyes should shine. Image number 3. When you pick your 25% improved or better, basically encumbrance penalty, that gives, you can check all the numbers in the game by pressing in inventory, show more info. You will have minus 52% when you are encumbered, your speed. So from losing more than 2/3 of your speed, base speed, you are losing only half, approximately half of your speed. And that is from base. And then you have additional bonus. So now let's bring back our awesome sheets, because we love sheets. So these columns, I grayed out walk speed because no one is walking, everyone is running. So basically we are focusing on running, because this exactly the same math adds up and is when you check the walking. So when you have, this is absolute base, when you have no talent point anywhere, you have running speed 710. When you are encumbered, it drops drastically, you see, and the difference is almost 500. And if you count that, this is the formula, when you count the difference against the bonus, you see, oh yeah, these are the 70% we lose without any other buff. So now let's see what's happening. When you have base with these additional encumbered talent points, put 4 talent points to be precise, you again have normal run speed. Then when you're encumbered, you are slowed down only to 340, which gives the difference only 37. And yes, all the numbers adds up. So basically I also tested if there's no any error or bugs or around this. No, it works exactly. To be absolutely precise, there is a rounding something, but that don't worry about that. Basically 52%. So now let's see what happens when you have this talent tree put, this talent point picked, and then you have additional 10% bonuses. Remember the visually what I just showed, and then we can on top of that add 2 speed modules, and then on top we can add weapon speed. So these are all the numbers. You most likely are familiar. If you have all the bonuses and you open your info screen, you will see 922 is the speed that you can basically have, not by any food buff or temporarily, but basically when you have a right weapon in your hand, that's how fast you can go. And these are the speeds when you have these buffs and talent trees. So as you can see, this is also tested and math adds up. What I explained at the beginning, you lose just from your base speed, and then all the time this is a constant that you lose. So then when you have these bonuses and calculate how much is the loss, your actual loss from all the everything you have, you lose only 47 with talent. With 2 modules, only 43, and fully equipped, properly managed, you lose only 40%. Remember, at the beginning you lost 70%. With the bonuses and everything added, only 40. So now let's recap what this talent actually gives. So imagine whatever is your speed, you can run full speed, 100%. Then when you're encumbered with this awesome bonus and all the additional talents and everything, when you are encumbered, you are only by 40% slower. Let me explain, let me show you where I'm bringing you, how you don't need anything else from here. For example, this, you don't need. You go in a cave, you gather your resources. When you go to the point when you have last kilogram left, then you will be encumbered. You have 2 choices. 2 choices that actually are quite simple. Do you pick additional ore and you are encumbered and you go slowly back to base? Or you leave whatever it is and travel with full speed back home, drop those items there, then come back another time, pick what is left or more of if there's a huge cave, and go back. So what we have is, from the moment of your choice, when you are in the mine, actually where I'm talking, you don't need anything. This will be all down in the description. Worry not, I will load where I have all this set up and everything, the talents and everything. But the choice, 2 choices. One is, if you keep picking every mineral, every material, everything, even the wood, whatever you are out there, and slowly going back to base, you have 1 time travel. Whatever is the distance you travel, you will be going 1 time. Slower, but 1 time. If you want full speed, you will go there, back, and again there, 3 times. So that basic math dictates one thing. You have to be 3 times faster running or 3 times slower when you're encumbered to math to be equally good. Then they both scenarios will you will spend equal time. So now let's recall why I pointed out that at the beginning, when you have no talent whatsoever, you are slowed by 70%. this is where you can check in inventory, just show more, and somewhere here is the movement speed. Oh yeah, I need to be encumbered then. I think I can manage that. I don't know if I have any resources anywhere. Nope, I'm poor. Because this game was not meant to be... Ah no, here was something. Shite, they are not as heavy as I thought. This will do the trick. Do we have anything heavy? Almost. Okay, I need to demonstrate this. Okay, I have it. I am encumbered now. When we look up, you see we have, this is the 52%. So, now, step back. The decision. If you are 3 times slower, you will have exactly the same time spent going 3 times or 1 time slower, right? That was true when you had not a single bonus. Now we have 52 originally with additional talent point in this speed. That's 1. Then in modules, again 10%. And then I have combat blades, additional 10% from weapon. So when I pick up my knife, I am only 40% slower. So at this moment, you are way more efficient when you pick up the goods. And I'm not even close to being done about this, how awesome this talent point is. You can pick up items, pick up ores, and go slower, but still be more efficient. Because if you're going there, back, and there, that's 2 times. You need to run 3 times. But did I mention that when you are encumbered, there's no limit afterwards? I have literally been in a cave and came out with 400 additional kilograms, like in total 400. That is more than double. So you can pick up amount that normally you would need to travel 1 time, back, forth, back, forth. 5 trips it would take from the cave when you want to have 100% speed. I gather it all with only 40% slower and bring whole freaking cave back to base. How awesome is that? Remember which is what is one of the biggest problems currently for the gamers? Electronics, you need so much materials and everything. When you have this little trick in your pocket, when you can gather, bring back home half of the forest, because let me show you. I currently have the speed. What you see here is I am encumbered. And I shit you not, of course, if you have full 100% speed, I am fast as bolt. But this is not even slow. I have fought a bear with this speed. It's not pleasant because it's hard to avoid. If one little mistake, you will get the damage. But this talent is insanely good. If those who don't know math, who looks at the graph or saw the sheet and said, I don't like sheets. Let me summarize it. This one absolutely insanely good talent is insane boost for ores, for stone, for silica, for sulfur, for oxide, for iron, for coal, for gold, for wood, for whatever is heavy and you need to bring. The only limit then is your amount of how much you can pick up. That's where you need your leather backpack. Always get a leather backpack. It adds additional, six additional slots. Okay, you get the idea. And afterwards, of course, you have 17 points left where you can put in whatever talents you want. But currently, exactly as I showed you, Bone Collector, Seasoned Logsman, and oh boy, carry on, ladies and gentlemen. Carry on. All right, I'm cutting the video. No need to be any longer than this. If anything from the math perspective, or you have weird questions or normal questions or doubts or anything, down in the comment section. As always, I'm here to try to show and highlight you something you might be missed. Not everyone is in the math or shits or I am, so I hope you learned something new today. I highly recommend to test it out and see how awesome it is. All right, we'll meet in other videos. There are more talent trees are coming up. Little spoiler alert, I'll show you spear build and bows build. 2 additional builds, separate videos because they are too long already, everyone hates me. But there are also some cool things to show. We'll meet in those videos, shall we? Cheers.